Hello? Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Marcus the Boss. New squad, Gurdurr and Trevin on drop. That's gonna be pretty dope. My name is Reggie Rock and Roll. That's also pretty dope. And it looks like possible leads. I don't freaking know. And you ladder likes to lead with Armor Star and just shell smash turn 1 and then just like get bopped. Lantern's a decent lead against everything but Obama, which is a potential lead because it just like whoops everything on my team. I might lead Gurdurr or Skunting. I'll lead Gurdurr because it beats almost everything. Like, he can drain punch up damage on the Magmortar. It can like drain punch all these guys. It can drain punch this hooligan by the name of Steelix. Well, against Oddno, I'll probably switch out into either Skuntank or Weezing. This dual poison is yes. Yeah, dual lance right on Silga. I just had to answer that guy's question. And since his Oddno isn't Mega'd yet, I can just like, I think I can bulk up turn 1 here. If he goes for Toxic, then I have a Guts boosted +1 Drain Punch. And if he has Toxic, he probably won't have Roar. He's probably just going to click Stealth Rock here. I could go Xatu, and I think I will, actually. Because that seems smarter than just straight up letting him get the rocks for free. As he actually switches out into Magmortar, which isn't a switch into Gurdurr. I really wanted to. Whatever, I have a Lantern here. He probably T-Bolts. Cool. He has a Volt Switch immunity, but I wouldn't go into that on a potential Scald. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Even though he could go Steelix on that, but I don't think he will. He just goes into Obama. Has the Snow Warning, that's good to see. He's not like SD, or he probably won't be SD. Because with SD, you'd want Soundproof, so that it doesn't hinder your other Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go into Skuntank and click this Fire Blast real quick. If he goes Steelix, it'll like pop that. If he stays in, it'll pop that. So that's pretty dope. Abomasnow's dead. Huge threat out of the picture, which is really nice to see. It's like a gigantic threat to my squad, and it's already dead. Here comes Steelix. Just by the fact that he went into it, I think he's either clicking rocks, or like, I think he might click rocks here. That would be a good, okay, Earthquakes, that's, okay. I predicted that. And I think, I didn't actually predict that. I can go Weezing, and then Taunt. If he Stealth Rocks, he's another species. He actually has Rock Slide. So he's probably a Sheer Force variant. I'm just gonna Taunt. Do I have Willow? Okay, thank God I didn't. If that is Sheer Force, and that hurts like, that hits like a truck. I have Xatu to take Garrett Pet Machamp, but it's gonna, and Gurdurr also kind of does well against it. I'm just gonna split here, as I'll have just enough HP to live that. He actually gets a similar roll. I think I'm gonna try to burn it. I'm surprised he hasn't gone Mag. He actually just forfeits, which is better for me because I can just, like, not have to think when there's some gigantic threats on the other side of the screen. So on to another one. I'd probably just pause until I get one at this point. We're back. If I kill Altaria and set up Gurdurr, everything drops to it. But Altaria is not going to be that easy to kill. I think I might lead Gurdurr because it kills like 5 Pokemon on his team. Weezing might be a good lead to taunt the potential Cradily. Skuntank's also another one I'm considering. I think that Weezing will work here, as I can taunt Stunfisk, or I think he actually goes Cryo, as I don't really have a good switch into this either. Like, Gurdurr's probably my best bet, and Gurdurr I want to save because it does a lot of work. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I can't go Lantern or Caracosta because this thing has Freeze Dry. My Skuntank is special, so it can't do much to it. It doesn't have the Sucker Punch priority against it. Weezing will die probably, like in 1 or 2 attacks. Well, not 1, like 2 or 3 hits will be enough to kill Weezing here. Or he can just like timer out, that would be even better for me, because that would mean not having to face this gigantic threat when I got the lead match bomb. If I led Gurdurr, this would have been amazing, but unfortunately I did not. That does a lot. I don't think he's going directly into Miss Maggie's knockoff. Will still do a lot to this. He actually does go Miss Mag, so as long as it isn't Colberry, it's dead. That's pretty great. Miss Maggie is kind of annoying Pokemon. Good to see that thing gone. As this also is a threat. I'm gonna try to T-Wave it. If he's DD, I have a Caracosta. He actually has Fly, which means I go into Caracosta because that's like the ultimate tank. He'll probably do a clean 0. Not bad, not bad. I'm just gonna get my rocks up here. Pressures the Cryo to spin if that is his spinner. Pressures the Hitmonchan to spin if that's his spinner. I'm gonna go to Xatu on the potential rocks that this thing probably has. He actually just Energy Balls, gets a drop, which I don't have a U-turn. So I'll just Hard Switch into Gurdurr. And he has no fighting resist left. And he actually does have Stone Edge, which I didn't actually predict. I can, like, go for Drain Punch, get nice damage, nice crit too, and he does just go for another Stone Edge. Not that it actually does anything. I can, like, if he wants to go into Altaria, I can catch that with Knock Off. It'll kill this as well. So this team's actually performing relatively decently, you know? As he actually does go into the Altaria, so this is, what was the thing? Alright. So that's gonna, it was, he Elf Forever, what are you doing? Specs Fly Altaria, though? This thing's I don't even know what this thing's gonna do. Like, is he gonna drop a Draco here? What? He's Specs Fly! He's Earthquake! He got me! What? Bruh! Hello? He actually went Stunfisk on the Volt? This guy is a different species. I don't know what species this guy is, but it's not human with these plays. Oh my lord. That's not sarcasm either. I'm actually getting predicted. And, he actually skulls another good play. So this guy's just, like, spewing out good plays here. So Altaria is almost dead, which is pretty nice. I can't switch into Gurdurr again. And then I think Gurdurr can probably clean up. That's gonna be my thing. Weezing can beat the Hitmonchan. Do I need Xatu? I mean, the Slice Shot would be nice. Just, like, start wearing this thing down, you know? It doesn't have recovery, and it's actually poses a decent threat to the squad. He probably has Earth Power, so I don't want to go into Skuntank. Could go Gurdurr, but I don't want Gurdurr to get paralyzed, because, like, even though it won't matter too much thanks to Guts, I'm just gonna go into Skuntank. Acid Spray into Dark Pulse. I don't think he can OHKO me with Earth Power. He's probably offensive as balls, because he has T-Bolt. So I will just Dark Pulse instead, actually. But still, bro, the physical specs Altaria. This guy is, I don't know what species this guy is, but it clearly isn't human with these plays. Okay, is that AV? Okay, it didn't kill me. I could have Acid Sprayed. I have a feeling that this might be an Assault Vest Stunfisk, because not only is he not, like, well, Xatu's Fizz-Def, or Spadef rather, isn't really too great. I am just gonna Acid Spray just to be sure that Lantern kills, because you can never be sure. Ladder, dude. I actually put a Dark Pulse there to make sure, but, like, I didn't want to luck this guy too. I don't want to just luck people. That's not how we roll. If he goes into Lantern, which I don't think or Cradilly right away, which I don't think he will, it's actually a threat. Cradilly actually poses a threat, which is something I never thought I'd hear myself say. Like, okay, good. He just sacks it. Alright, it's at 21%. It'll probably be decent against Weezing. No, Weezing can, like, kill it eventually. Yeah, everything on my team just kills it, so didn't really have much of a reason to save it. He'll probably go into Cradilly and get off the recover, take some time to... Does the Volt Switch do 8? I hope so. If Volt Switch does 8, then I'm in the clear because I just go into Gurdurr. No, I can't go into Gurdurr. So he does go into Altaria. Alright. I'm gonna click EQ again. I'm just gonna go into Caracosta, because even if he does EQ, it's not gonna do a lot thanks to the, did I click Oxide? Just gonna make sure that we go. Thanks to the, thing, it's not gonna do a lot. That thing's dead. This thing can spin, though. That's the problem. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna spin. Like, this battle is definitely still winnable for him, I think. I'm gonna go into Weezing. Not let Caracosta get weakened. He's probably still spinning here. He actually clicks T-Punch, which would have done, like, absolutely zero to what's it called? I don't know the Pokemon. He's gonna flinch me to death. Or he's gonna try to, at least. And if he goes and he keeps Rock Sliding, if he keeps trying to flinch me, he's another species. I'm just gonna go into Gurdurr and set up one bulk up, because I think that's basically what I'm gonna need at this point. Just to make sure I OHKO the Cryo. Like, I'm probably gonna OHKO it after Rocks with Mach Punch, but, you know, you can never be too sure. The Rio 8 attack probably definitely OHKOs. What am I saying? I'm just gonna go into Gurdurr because it's a cool Pokemon. I've been recording for about, I don't know, actually. He actually paralyzes me with Thunder Punch. That's actually could prove to be annoying, especially if I get parried before I can kill the Cryo. But, like, Yeah, if Zero programmed RNG on PS to make me get parried enough times for the cryo to kill me, Zero's a new species. It's just calling people another species is really funny. I don't know why. So that thing's getting Mog Punched. I'm gonna Drain Punch the Kraydilly. Although Mog Punch would probably be better. Yeah, I'm just gonna Mog Punch. I wouldn't Mog Punch in any other situation, but I am paralyzed, so I'm just gonna do it. And Alteria's dead to rock, so that game was actually, like, pretty decent. Physical specs, Altaria for the win here. He probably did have Draco, but I didn't want to click it for whatever reason, because I don't have a Dragon Resist. And what Dragon Resists are even in NU? I think I'll get one more. I'll try to get one more. And I don't snipe. My buddy here's Trevenant, the new drop. He could be Choice Banded. That, in my opinion, that's the best moveset on Trevenant. At least that's what I would want if I had a Trevenant. He also has, like, looks like a lead Archeops. Either that or Miltank's his rocker. Either way, Caracosta looks like a good lead, unless he leads this. Okay, he leads that. Alright. So I can just block Volt Switch here with Rotom, but yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And he has no electric immunity, which means I'm clicking Volt Switch myself. He can either Will-O-Wisp me, switch into Trevenant. Those are probably, or Miltank, maybe. He actually does go Trevenant here. So I'm just gonna let my Skuntank come in and do big damage to his squad. And he's not revealed my item. By the looks of it, he might be CB, so if he stayed in, he would have Earthquaked. He goes into James the Weezing. Hopefully he has a Pokemon named Jesse to complete the Team Rocket core. I am gonna Acid Spray once and then Dark Pulse again, just to ensure it dies, because this Weezing looks to be Spadef as hell. He actually just goes into Miltank, who's gonna catch a Dark Pulse at -2 Spadef. I could Acid Spray again, but I'm actually faster. He does get the pair with Body Slam, and he is just gonna do this play instead of making a better one. I could go back into Gurdurr. Gurdurr does pose a decent threat, and his Weezing is worn down quite a bit. I'm gonna knock off so this thing doesn't have its leftovers. He shouldn't try to stay in and paralyze me. That's a god-awful play. If he stays in and has T-Wave, that's not too bad. Or Toxic, that's not too bad. But it also gives me free Guts, which is something I can use to my advantage. He does go Weezing like I predicted. It's just gonna knock off Black Sludge. That's cool. He probably Pain Splits here, to be honest. I'll go Skuntank. Like, my team is still relatively healthy, so I can't do too much about that. I am just gonna, like, spam Acid Spray here. I don't really know what I could be doing. Like, if he didn't paralyze me, he was actually in the worst situation. So I don't know why he didn't double switch again. He actually just goes into Tauros here, and I get parried. Would have been free damage on Tauros. I do have he probably clicks me. So I could go Gurdurr. I will go Gurdurr, because he probably, yeah. Oh, he actually clicked Iron Head. I could have went Caracosta there. So I'm actually a little upset, because Caracosta was the switch I was considering. He could potentially, I don't think he's going to stay in his end, but Weezing. Okay, what HP is Weezing? Weezing's at 67. I don't know if he's going to go directly into that. I am going to go Caracosta here. If I can set up Xatu, the game isn't over, because he has Archeops still. I'm going to try to go Skuntank here. He actually does go back into Weezing, which I didn't expect. I'm just going to Dark Pulse, because he has no resist. And that seems like a decent play. He'll get damage on this. He can't really do too much about that. Pain Split's not gonna matter. Unless I keep getting para-haxed. That, of course, will matter. But, he's actually T-Bolt Weezing, so, my Caracosta just got CT'd. And he really shouldn't stay in Pain Split. He should really just try to... I wanted to Dark Pulse so bad there. It hurts that I didn't Dark Pulse. Like, I'm actually physically hurt. And he actually has Facade and Sax. A big threat. I mean, Caracosta was out here walling it, but that thing gets worn down relatively quickly. Probably gonna kill me here, and then I can go into... I could go into Weezing. Could go into Costa. I think I'm just gonna go and take this time to go into Costa. If he goes into... If he has Toxic, I don't care. But, like, I'll keep this for Archeops, but if he has Toxic... his Trevenant's probably Natural Cure. That's what I'd run on Trev, at least. I'm just basing this off of what I'd run. Like, if I'm this guy, I have Natural Cure on my Trev. He's Toxic, Body Slam, Military, so he might have Stealth Rock or Heal Bell as the last move. I'm gonna go Xatu just on the potential Stealth Rock. He actually goes Weezing, which is pretty good for me. No Psyshock resist. I'm just gonna click that. Gurdurr became a big threat now. And I can set it up on the Miltank really easily. Goes into Lantern, I wall this all day with... goes into Rotom, I wall all day with Lantern. He doesn't double switch. That looks like Specs damage, to be completely honest with you. Like, that actually looks like specs damage. So do I want to, like, this is like the thing I need Lantern for. So yeah, that looks like specs damage. That's doing hella damage. I do burn it, which is nice. As unfortunately they couldn't give him the roll, or they gave him the roll rather. And I don't know if it actually dies to Aqua Jet from Caracosta. I'm just gonna go into Gurdurr because, like, I know for sure that I live a Specs, Shadow Ball, and Kill Back. Yeah, that's definitely Specs. Holy Jesus. Yeah, there's no way it wasn't. I'm just gonna go run the calc just to make sure. And Archeops, I can Mog Punch it into Defeatus and then go into Caracosta. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty nice. He actually has Power of Sky Tackle, which you should just hard switch into Caracosta. That probably would have been a better way to deal with that. As burning the thing won't matter because he has the thing. I probably could have went Xatu. He actually just Earthquakes and sacks it, which is even better. I don't think Caracosta is beating Miltank, but it will definitely be nice to keep around in case I need it for Miltank. So I'll do that. He probably click Shadow Claw here, as he actually is Scrubstitute, so he's this set. I'm probably faster with the taunt. So yeah, that just basically just eliminates any chance of him potentially having natural cure. So yeah, I was expecting Bandage Revenant the entire time, but he's actually this. He does forfeit, which is pretty cool. And thank you for watching. I don't know what I'll name this live yet, but it'll probably have a name by the time I upload it. I'll see you guys for the next video.